Didn't think I missed the last upload of the year, did you? You probably did. I'm pretty good at doing that. Anyways, hello, SRlings. Sorry about my voice and sounding a little out of energy. I'm recording this at 1 in the morning, and I'm still getting over a cold, so hoping that you'll be able to put up with my voice. So, yeah, welcome to the yearly recap video. Didn't do one of these last year, but you know what? I'm feeling in the mood this year. It's totally unscripted, probably obvious, but so I'm just gonna go over what happened in 2023. I think I do want to start with explaining why I didn't make one of these last year. Last year was just a pretty bad year for me personally. I tried to make one a couple of times, like I had the whole thing written out, had the whole script, but just didn't end up happening. Simply just because every time I'd write it, I'd get really sad, and then I just wouldn't want to record it, like, the next morning. Or I'd, like, write it at, like, 4 in the morning, and I'd wake up and be like, wow, this is terrible, and just throw it out. But, you know what, we're back this year. And, I mean, if we're gonna get right into this, I think one of the reasons that 2023 was so hard for me was because it was just a year where I started back at square one, because I spent basically the entirety of 2022 just tumbling down the stairs, if you think about it. But I don't want to get into that because I don't think that's very fun. And you know what, we're just gonna take a net positive. So we're gonna get right into this. I don't know what I'm gonna put in the background of this video. It's probably just gonna be like random gameplay footage, so I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm just gonna go, I think I'm gonna go, yeah. I think I'm gonna go month by month, get used to me stuttering, because I'm not a very good long-term speaker, but you know what, we're trying out a new thing here. So I'm just gonna get right into January, and we're gonna go from there. So something you probably did notice this year is that I started experimenting with some monthly uploads. I think did I get every single monthly upload this year? I think I missed one. I think I might have missed one, but it's better than I've done in the past. In 2022, again, I literally uploaded like 5 whole videos, and one of them I wouldn't even really count. The other's a random shit post, so yeah, no. So I'm just gonna get right into what I did with every video this year, because if it wasn't obvious, I was definitely experimenting a lot with different content types. So with the January's video, SR Shorts he did, it was definitely a video to just get back on animating, because I hadn't really touched Adobe Animate like fully since Freeform Jazz Retune, which I believe was in June of 2022, so not great. But when I got back into it, it was definitely fun experimenting with a new style, which you probably started to see there. But it was also just nice to see people caring about SR again, because frankly it'd been a rough year and I hadn't been able to put out much. So thank you all for sticking around, and thank you to all new people who have come in 2023, definitely. But yeah, so with SR Shorts he did, it was basically just a kind of return to just random animated clips with SR characters, which is always an animation exercise I like to do at least at least once a month, but sometimes I definitely don't do it. I don't always post what I do, and a lot of the time I do something more like animatic-y, which you did see later on, but I'll get back to that. So, with that short, definitely just a way to get back into the swing of things. But the reception of it was pretty good, so I don't really have much to say on it other than that. But moving past that, we had SR Shorts in the Navy. Now, with this short, it's a lot of the same basic idea. I mean, because at the same time, I thought, oh, well, this worked the other month, so let's see if it worked again. But the experiment this time was more so just I didn't spread it out around as much as I usually do, which is actually something I did a lot of experiments with this month, just to see how spreading things works, and it definitely did make a difference. It got like half the views. Now, frankly, I don't think views really matter. I mean, I always prefer to get my stuff out there to more people, but at the end of the day, I'd prefer to just let my own fans just have what they enjoy. I'm not gonna start making like SRX, what's popular at the moment? I'm so lost in media at this point. Okay, something SRX popular, because, sorry, I keep cutting my hands, SRX popular thing, because I just don't think that's something I'd like to do, and I don't think it's something that you'd like to see. Unless you would, then I guess I'm just talking to a wall at this point, but yeah, either way. So with SR Shorts the Navy, it was just kind of another one of those animation exercises I just decided to publish. That one was made specifically to be a video though, because with SR Shorts he did, I didn't know if I was going to publish that, but I just decided to. So with the Navy, that was made specifically to be a video. And funny story about that one. Halfway through animating that one, I had a power outage in my house and had to reanimate the whole thing. So that was a fun time. Anyway, so past that, I think next up would just be SROST Rotational 6. Something I did a lot of this year was just getting back into making music, because I'd had a lot of fun with it with the little bit I did in 2022. It was definitely something new I tried that year. But with Rotational 6, it was actually a song that I had made in 2022 that I just decided, let's go in and rearrange this, because the original version was pretty bad. But I think what I salvaged out of it was okay. It's not my favorite song in the SROST, which I think I'll get more into SROST when I talk about plans of next year. But it was an okay song. I mean, I do like the final version of it more than the original, but it's still not my favorite SR song. But you know what? Not all of them can be winners. But I don't have much to say on Rotational 6, other than the fact that its name, if you don't read the descriptions and the trivia, is a reference to the original Roblox models of SR, where they have 6 rotation points. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool reference, guys. I don't know. I'm going insane. Either way, past that, I started the lost episode. If you don't remember, this video was originally called SR2 Evergreen Dreams, and I was joking like, guys, SR2 is out now. It wasn't out clearly, but I fooled a lot of people, which was pretty funny at the time. Obviously, the episode just immediately died in the algorithm because nobody was spreading it around, because it's not an actual episode of the show. But, you know what? In terms of being just, like, a random SR April Fool's video, I think it's so much better than what I had originally done for April Fool's of 2021. Because that video is literally just, like, beta audio of SR1 that's not even used anymore. It's unused will lines. But I think it's so much funnier than that. And I'm really proud of how it came out for being made in, like, one night before April Fool's. I was like, oh, shoot, it is April Fool's tomorrow. So yeah, I like that video a lot. Not my favorite this year, but I think it was your guys' favorite in the poll, which, you know what, I am totally okay with. So, moving past that, we get into, I think, the first stream of the year? I mean, I'm checking all this in real time, but, so sorry if I go on little derailments. Yeah, this was in March. Oh, yeah, so first stream of the year was SR2 Live and catching up. So, we're working on SR2 Live. SR2 was not live, but so that stream, that was definitely just a return to me streaming, I'd say. So, because I hadn't done a proper stream since the birthday blowout stream, which feels weird now that I say it, because I think I only streamed... How many times did I stream to? I only streamed 4 times, which was about as much as I actually streamed in 2021, being fair, but that was definitely, going into 2022, was something I wanted to do more of, so I guess I did one more technically, but don't count it as one more, because it was barely a stream. But, the Kirby Triple Deluxe ones at least, or the first 2. But definitely was a stream that I enjoyed doing. It was nice to get everything back in order. It was nice having Jello on, as always. But it was also nice to just have people watch me working on, because I do like having people watching me work. It just kind of helps me focus, I guess. It is a little hard to focus on things when you're just doing them by yourself, because if nobody else is watching me, I don't know, I just feel like I perform better under, I wouldn't call it anxiety, because, like, if I started just, like, doing, excuse me, sorry, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Okay, cut that out, I'm not gonna cut that out, am I? I'm not gonna, no, I'm too lazy. Okay, so, moving past that, when it comes to that stream, it was just nice to have people watching me again, because it's just more fun to have work when you're sorry, you just showed something really funny. Oh my god, okay, Oh my god. This video's a mess. This is just my life. This is great. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I told you it would be unscripted. I warned you. This was a warning. But, yeah, so, good stream. Had fun having people watch me work again. Very fun. So, talked about April's video already. I will talk about SROST Chill again. And I think, was Scribbledorper in the same one? No, Scribbledorper's not in 6. Chill was in early April as well, I think. No, it wasn't. It was in May, wasn't it? No, it was in April. Okay. Because Scribbledorper was the last day of May. Okay. So, with Chill is actually a song that I hadn't touched, like, at all since I made it. I think it sounds good still. I like it. So, obviously, Chill was a song that had already released a while back, but I just re-released it in April, just in case you weren't pleased with the April Fool's video, which, looking back, I probably didn't have to do that, but you know what, having 2 uploads in a month, not a bad idea. But I like Chill, good song, just don't have much to say on it. So moving past that, I guess the next thing to talk about would actually be the next SR2 working on live stream, which would be from May 20th, 2023. So working at S2 Live plus catching up again. It's the same title as the last one. So I think this stream's a lot of the same, honestly. Like, it's not too different. It's a pretty similar stream setup, but you know what? If it's something that people enjoy, then I wasn't gonna change anything, because yeah, it changed a little at the end, because when I finished animating the scene, I just threw it off to other people and just started doing random stuff, which definitely a trend that continued in further streams of the year, which I think is just kind of fun when you just go on random tangents. But you know what, doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because I run out of content basically, so I just kept extending the stream. It's literally double the length of the original. Actually, it's not, but yeah. So next up, we have Squiggledorper, which was late May, I believe. Squiggledorper is one of my favorite SR songs because the name for it sounds like actual nonsense, but it's named after a type of mountain goat called the Dorper. I didn't know they existed until I was trying to name the song. I was just looking up goofy words. Thanks Kaya for that, but she came up with the name Dorper. I don't really know where it came from, but like the name of the song. I also like the song a lot. I'm a big fan of it. That was the first new song I'd posted, which I didn't actually post any other SR songs yet, which I will get to for a reason. So around this point is when I believe Seinfeld actually came out, but obviously Seinfeld wasn't uploaded for a while because I wanted to add more onto it. But yeah, so participating in the 48-hour No Seed Film Festival with all of my friends who, if you go over to the Seinfeld video, you can find their channel links. I totally recommend checking them out because awesome people, obviously. I hate all my friends, they're awful people. No, okay, love you guys. Either way. So yeah, working on Seinfeld was super fun because SR2 production at that point had been pretty dead for a while. Just honestly my fault because I just hadn't been giving people out stuff to do, which again gets into why I don't want to talk about 2022 because rough year. I might talk about it a little bit more when I get into my plans for 2024 because there's a lot of things that I want to do in 2024 that were things that I would specifically avoid doing in 2022, but they're things I want to get back to doing that I used to do. So yeah, that's around when Seinfeld technically came out, but I will talk more about Seinfeld when we get to its upload month, which is September? Yeah, September. So moving past that, then we have random Spider-Verse clips I animated with SR characters, which is actually about 3 months worth of those animation exercises I mentioned earlier, just compiled into a video, which is why it kind of just feels like a compilation of random stuff. Oh, I entirely forgot to talk about, like, so the difference between, I'm gonna backtrack a little bit, I'm so sorry. So the difference between Chill's upload and Squiggledorper's upload, which you'll notice that they were uploaded back to back, was because, again, with Chill, I didn't spread it out anywhere, but with Squiggledorper, I put it, like, everywhere I could. So, again, that was another test of me seeing, well, how do these two songs compare when I spread them and when I don't spread them? And that definitely showed me, again, that spreading things is an important part of making content. You'll see me experiment with that a couple more times this year, but not super much. But yeah, so that was something I definitely experimented with. Getting past that. So yeah, random Spider-Verse clips I animated with SR characters was just me trying out some basic, like, re-upload basically is kind of almost what I'd compare it to. But I enjoyed uploading that. Didn't do very well because, again, I didn't really spread it that far. But I enjoyed making it, so you know what? More power to me. It was also definitely animatic practice for SR2, which, again, another thing that I do want to upload in 2024. Sorry, I can't process still that it's almost 2024. That's so evil. Okay. No midlife crisis right now. I'm not even midlife crisis. I'm 16. Okay. I'm so sorry you have to deal with me. Alright, so, yeah. Random Spider-Verse clips I edited with SR characters was basically just a bunch of other stuff I'd made throughout other months that I just put all together. I didn't know what to upload for that month, so there we got that. So I believe next is actually when I started experimenting with YouTube Shorts, which, being entirely honest here, I'm probably gonna get doomed to making more YouTube Shorts eventually. But for right now, I've learned that they help me out in the algorithm, and they do well. But I hate making them because I hate making content in what I think is 9:16 format, I believe? I'm not sure. But I hate making YouTube Shorts. I will always die by the fact that I do not like short form content. I know I make little SR Shorts, which is also short form content, so I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when it comes to that. But I think the difference with that is it's like 13 seconds long, and I do consider that short form, yes. But I think what I'm talking about when I talk about short form content is when I'm talking about like actual YouTube Shorts and TikToks. I said that so angrily. Oh my god, I don't actually hate TikTok that much. I don't like TikTok, but being honest, it's not the worst thing in the world, and I'm not gonna die on this hill because I just don't think it's worth it. But either way, I have never enjoyed watching or making TikToks personally, so making videos in that style was very weird. It was a very weird experience for me because I didn't really have much to base it off of. So at the time, the Grimace Shake was the popular trend, and I was like, oh, this is a funny little trend. I can tie into the SR lore a little bit. I definitely want to talk more about SR in a second when we get to SR2, but so yeah, SR Shorts Grimace's birthday came out. Not a very good video looking back on it, but it did somewhat well, theoretically. But I mean, it was fun to make-ish. It was because I got to do a cool little animation technique with it. That was about it. Yeah, I don't really like short form content. Sorry. Moving past that, video did good. I gained a lot of new subscribers. Actually, I gained like 20, which is like, I know not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but for a small channel that is a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, that's when the next month Seinfeld actually finally came out in full, which was nice to finally release because I had wanted to finish up Seinfeld for a little bit. There had been a scene or two we had cut originally. We actually cut one more from this final version that maybe I'll release the audio to someday. I'd have to get permission from everyone, obviously, but I'm probably, I don't know. But yeah. So working on Seinfeld was a lot of fun because it was done for the 48-hour OC Film Festival, which if you've never heard of is just an object show film festival. I've gotten a little out of making object show content personally recently, but there was a lot of good stuff that was being done for that film festival, and all my friends wanted to do it, so I was like, you know what, fine, I'll join in. And I had a lot of fun making and basically taking charge of, because I guess I'm just the type of person when it comes to a creative task, I just like to be at the forefront of it, which, not saying I like wanted to hog the spotlight or anything. I'm not saying that either, because I definitely did not like solely make that film. Sorry, it's really hard to like word this properly. I definitely didn't solely make that film because like really the only thing I did for it was I voiced 2 characters and I just helped write most of it. But I mean, everybody helped out a ton on it, and it was really fun working with all my friends on something again, which is weirdly something I hadn't really done in a while. So making Seinfeld back in like, I believe it was May. I'm not good at. I'm kind of good at dates, but I'm not good at remembering dates of specific things like this. But you know what? Doesn't matter here. Making that inspired me to go back to making SR, ironically, because I'd gotten like so burnt out on making like Seinfeld that I really wanted to go back and make SR. I think I need to specify for anyone talking about this. I'm not talking about Seinfeld as in SEIN Feld. I'm talking about SIGN Feld, which is a little parody we made of it. But yeah, it's not the same thing. I think I need to specify that now, because I sound like an insane person. I did not create Jerry Seinfeld. I did not create that man. Do not hold me accountable for the things that he does. Please. It will ruin me. So yeah. But yeah, Seinfeld, despite me not spreading it around much, actually did pretty good. I mean, I've had videos that did better than it this year, obviously, which I'll talk about SR2 literally in like 5 minutes. I know you guys are all waiting for me to talk about it, probably. It's probably why you're here. But yeah, Seinfeld, I enjoyed making it, inspired me to go back to SR, all around positive. So then we get into SR Short 1 Most Imagined, which this video was actually just a random thing that Suero, who is, again, shout out to her, one of the SR animators, just made out of nowhere, just randomly to test some new rig functions. But I just ended up uploading it anyway, just because I thought it was funny. Didn't perform the greatest. And actually, I think this is the only video I have on my channel that has a net dislike instead of net positive like. Would it be net negative? I actually don't know how that phrase works. Whatever. But yeah, I didn't make that one. Swearer made that. It's credited in the credits, but well, in the description, there's no credits for that video because it's a YouTube short. But actually, that video was originally created for normal, like, 16:9 format, but I just took it and made it a short because I thought, you know what, maybe I should experiment with shorts again. It did okay. Yeah, again, it has a lot of dislikes because people didn't like the meme, apparently, but it's whatever. You know what, they aren't all winners. I thought the video was funny. I liked it. Shout out to Suero. Alright, this is a big one. Big one. I should stop clapping. That peaks my mic every time. I'm so sorry. Yeah, SR2 testing dummies. Yay! I love SR2. I love SR2 so much. So yeah, SR2 testing dummies. So obviously, long time in the making. Almost 2 years. It feels insane because technically we didn't start making the episode until January-ish 2023. Although we started recording lines in July 2022, but line recording actually wasn't done for SR2 until September 2023 because we had to replace a ton of voice actors like last minute. By a ton I mean 2, but don't think it'd be appropriate for me to get into the reasons for why on either of them. But just know, had to happen. But for the most part, I'd say SR2's production from August to October was the most important because obviously episode came out in October, late October. But I definitely had wanted to get the episode out before Halloween. But I'm so glad I was able to do that. But at the same time, I picked the worst time to release it because I had forgotten the FNAF movie was coming out, which probably didn't help it. Algorithmically, that's such a weird word. I'm so sorry. But you know what? I'm still proud of how the episode did because it was nice seeing a nice explosion of little views trickle in. Even if 500 is not a lot, which we're almost at 500. I don't know if we'll be at 500 by the time this video comes out. We might be, because, again, I'm doing a stream. Well, when I'm recording this, this will be streamed 2 days ago, or 2 days in the future. But now it would be today in, like, the past. But those usually give me a bump in views, so shrug. But I do think I want to talk about SR2 just in terms of, like, setup, lore, whatever. So SR2 is where we get introduced to a ton of characters, obviously. So we get introduced to, just off the top of my head, is Domino, Jazz, kinda. Jazz was in the intro for SR1, but I don't want to count that. Masky, Brooklyn, just a lot of characters. But that was kind of the point of the episode, if you couldn't tell, was definitely just to show you everyone in SR. There's a couple more characters that will be introduced just periodically throughout. But for the most part, you've seen all of the main characters by now. So definitely an intention of the episode to do that. And I also wanted to start setting up some more things, because I kind of see SR1 now as more of like a way to introduce you to the world, like some of the rules of the world. And SR2 is definitely a lot more about character interactions, which I think is a good setup episode. Like, I feel like SR2 at this point probably could have been the SR1 of the series, but I don't hate SR1 or anything. I just, looking back on it, there's some things I would have done differently, but I feel like that's how everyone is with anything they make, so you know what, it doesn't really matter. So I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed SR2, and definitely one thing that I need to work on is not making the episodes take 2 years to come out, because that's not sustainable. I don't want to be working on SR when I'm like 79 and we're still on like season 2, which I don't know if SR's gonna get to season 2 or not. I have a plan for the future, but I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna play it out yet. But you know what, we live day by day now, and you know what, that's okay. But yeah, definitely, well, okay, I still have plans for the future, obviously, but it's definitely one of those things with SR now, and this is something I'm going to elaborate more on going into the 2024 section, that SR now is just something for me where it's definitely gonna be about quality over quantity, because I don't want to just start shoveling out random episodes that are like 4 minutes long and like nothing happens in them of significance, because I just don't think that'd be fun, and it's not something I enjoy making. And if I don't enjoy making it, I'm usually not gonna make it, because chances are you won't enjoy it either, because I won't have the energy going into it to make it something that is enjoyable. But on top of all this, I'm really proud of the team for SR2, because troopers, let me tell you, with my random absences and whatnot, since still kind of in that state from 2022 at points in the early production at least. Now I'm okay, but yeah, there were definitely times in that production where things got flipped on their head, people left randomly. So yeah, very, very chaotic production. I'm hoping SR3 will not be this way, and will be much more structured, which so far it has been actually. SR3 has been going really well so far, for me at least, because I haven't sent anything out yet. I'm still working on the script, which I know 2 months in, probably shouldn't be doing that, but I took a little step back after SR2 to just see how it would do, and it did pretty well. Like, compared to SR1, it experienced about the same growth in the first 2 months or so far. But it's done pretty well for itself, so I'm really glad about that. I've gotten some new fans in, you know, always a good thing. So, moving past that, then we get to the SR's second birthday video. So SR's 2 years old now. That's weird. Technically, it's actually not 2 years old if you count back to the Elemental comics, which I have news on that, and I'm very excited about that. I will share in a moment. If you don't know what the Elemental comics are, which fair enough, because I'm probably not gonna put images of everything on the screen for this video, and I'm very sorry. This video is rushed, if you can't tell. I was thinking about if I wanted to do one of these, and then I did, and just everything that comes with that. But I definitely want to share that news in a second. But the Elemental comics was a series I made in like 5th grade or so. So it's not good. but it's technically the origin of some stuff from SR, like some of the characters. So if you really want to count that, SR is a year old in this channel, which means that SR will be 9 years old next year, but I don't count that. I count November 13th as SR's birthday, so SR's 2 years old. But so in the SR second birthday video, I wanted to highlight some of like just the history of SR, because I felt the original first birthday video was a little bland, just being the orbital, which I brought the orbital back, which is obviously inspired by the BFTI birthday videos. I'm sorry, I keep getting more and more congested throughout this video, and I can feel it and hear it, but I have to work through the sickness. I gotta work through it. It's gonna be okay. But yeah. So, hope you can put up with that. But, yeah, so I definitely wanted to do some more actual video to it and just add some more stuff. And then, obviously, I hinted at some stuff in the credits of that video. Well, not the credits, but the subscribe screen of that video. Which, if you haven't seen it, then go watch it for yourself. Just go do it. Also, I hinted at things in SR2, which, if you've been watching for a while, you probably know what that's hinting at. But I'm not going to spoil it. You can put that together for yourself. I just hit my pop filter with my headphones. Alright, so yeah, happy second birthday, SR. Yay. So then we get to SR Intro B, which is literally just a re-upload of the intro from SR2. But I definitely wanted to upload it because Intro A, or I guess it's still called Intro 1, I should probably update that, but whatever. Intro A was available on YouTube. I am a very big fan of the new SR intro. It took me such a long time to work on. But yeah, so I don't have much to say about SR Intro B. I just wanted to upload it just so it'd be there, and just in case I never got to do the thing for December, which I technically actually did, which is something I do want to talk about in a moment. But then obviously I skipped over 2 live streams that I'm gonna, or 3 live streams actually. Oh wow, no, I skipped over 4 live streams. Oh. Yeah, my bad. Alright, I'm gonna talk about them now then. Yay! I love disorganized videos. Sorry, whenever I'm sick, I'm just like this, honestly. Alright, so yeah. Let's do the birthday stream for this year. It wasn't a very eventful stream. Not like the birthday ones really ever are. But I had fun in that stream. I think that you all also had some fun, I hope. I think, overall, I probably would say that the 2022 birthday stream was a little bit more fun for me, but you know what? That's probably my fault, because I didn't really schedule the Sweet 16 stream very well, and some stuff was happening behind the scenes that, again, I don't think is appropriate for me to get into, because it involves other people, and something you should probably know about me is, like, if something else involves other people, I'm not going to talk about it in a video unless other person is also in the video with me and has agreed to me saying said things, because I don't think it's appropriate, nor is it fair. So, just know, that stream, I think went pretty well, even if there's some drama going on behind the scenes. But then we get into the SR Roblox Goodbye video, which I'm glad I made that stream because I had a lot of fun doing most of it, but then I got pretty sentimental at the end of it because it was sad to see SR Roblox go, even if it technically still is around right now. Roblox said they'd roll back. Oh my god, roll back the Arts Exchange, but I don't think they're really gonna do that for long. It's probably still gonna happen eventually. So having that video just out of the way, because it was something I definitely wanted to get around to making at some point, even if it was as a live stream, was a good thing to do. And I alluded to a video in that video. That's a great sentence. I alluded to a video I want to make in that stream that I do still plan to make. It is now part of my 2024 plans. I plan to make it this year, but circumstances happened. I've been sick for like a month. Really fun times. But yeah, so then we get to the SR2 after party stream. I have literally nothing to say about the SR2 after party stream. It was a stream that I did. Yeah, that's about it. I liked doing the stream. It was fun. So then we get to the Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time stream, which is obviously the newest one. And this is a stream that I really, really enjoyed doing. It didn't do as well as my other streams usually do, which could also just be tacked up to it being like the only gaming stream I did this year, technically. You know, I played video games in the birthday stream, and I guess SR Roblox counts as a video game. Technically, it's a game that you sit down and you watch and you play. But to avoid rambling, definitely I want to do more streams like the Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time stream. And of course, I did a stream today, or what will be today, but can't talk about what hasn't happened yet. So for all I know, it could have gone horribly, and I could have been saying so many awful things, and I no longer have a platform. So, you know what? If this is my last video, that'd be pretty funny, actually. But shrug. I just unironically said shrug. Oh my god. I'm going so insane. I should not record this at 3 in the morning. Whatever. Yay, birthday stream. I love birthdays so much. Smiley face. So yeah, so that's every video I did this year and live stream. So I can get into my 2024 plans. So definitely plan for 2024 is to get out. You've seen me allude to this in the community tab. Oh, that's something else I started doing this year a lot. I started using the community tab a lot, which has been a lot of fun. I loved doing it. I loved making just random polls, just random posts. It's my new favorite way to update people on the state of SR. I still use the Discord a little bit, but for actual like image sneak peeks and posts, it's definitely going to be using the community tab in the future because I love using it so much. It's just a lot more fun, I think, and it allows like everyone to see it, like from every platform, Twitter, Instagram, everyone who follows me can see this because they're all on YouTube watching the show. So definitely gonna be using this tab more. But getting into actual 2024 plans, my first plan is to actually finish the holiday short, which I know a little late now because it's gonna be January and that's not really the holiday season, but you know what? I don't really care anymore. I just want to get the short out. I think you guys will like it. I tried out a little bit of a new writing style for it, so I'm gonna see if you guys like that, and if you do, it'll probably stick. But if you don't, then I'll go back to what I did for SR2. Not going back to what I did for SR1. That, you know what? I think I need to stop shitting on SR1 because I'm a little mean to it, and I don't think SR1's that bad. It's definitely a learning episode where I just learned a lot of stuff. And I think SR2 is definitely just better in every way. But, you know what? I still like SR1. I just think it's a little funny to rain on its parade. I don't think it's actually that bad. I need to preface that, because I don't want to upset the world's biggest SR1 fan. But, yeah, so 2024 plans, back to that. I'm going to stop going on tangents. 2024 plans, finishing that holiday short. I know everyone on the team, like literally almost everyone on the team got sick in some way, or at least that was working on parts of that episode, got ill, and some of them are still ill. I'm a little sick still, but you know what, I'm gonna be okay. It's just really funny to me, like genuinely, that all that happened at the same time though. But you know what, it just wasn't meant to be. It will be out in January, I swear on it. If it's not, I will probably just push it back to finishing it next holiday season because in February it doesn't make sense to release that. But holiday short will be finished, and I'm hoping to get SR3 out in 2023. If it doesn't happen, I'm not going to kick myself over it because, again, I am no longer holding myself to release dates with SR like I've said earlier because I just don't think when I do, it's very fun. I'll still announce release dates for like an episode, but for actual release dates, I'm not going to push myself anymore because I think it bogs me down and it bogs the team down, and I just don't think that's fair to either of us. I say that like the team is like a conglomerate of like one singular mind. It's not. It's like a team of like 20 people that work on the show. But yeah, so another change I'd like to make in 2023 is, I know this has kind of become the SR channel, which, you know what? I love SR. It's my little baby, my little bambino. I really just, oh my god. Okay, I need to be like taken away and not allowed to run this channel anymore, or this brand. Good lord. Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. This video's a mess, but you know what? I like it that way. This is totally just pure me. So I definitely in 2024 want to bring back a little bit of like my content to this. So I'd like to make some more like variety stuff. So maybe I'd like to do something about like a specific topic I'd like to talk about. I've actually got a video like that in the works, but no spoilers. But yeah, definitely something I would like to try to do. I don't know if it's actually gonna work out, but again, 2024 is going to be a little bit more of experimenting as well, like 2023 was. But I think I've mainly, for the most part, found out what I want to do. So you're definitely going to be seeing more of those SR shorts. Definitely going to see more SR content just in general. But I'd like to expand out and do some more personal stuff. Mentioning this, Subby-Spaced EX is just dead. I did, in 2023, I did the little uploads of the SR Animation Academy, which is such a fun thing I did. I'm so glad I did that. But so if you haven't checked that out, I totally recommend you do, because I think it's a pretty good guide for learning Adobe Animate, which is what we use for SR. So if you ever wanted to audition for SR Animation, it never closes. You can always do it. It probably will close eventually, but it's open now. It's open as of December 31st, 2023. That feels weird to say. I'm still not over the fact that 2023 is almost over, because it feels like it's just starting. But you know what? That's an opportunity for me to take 2024 and just run wild, because I'm not gonna say blank is my year anymore, because anytime I've done that, it doesn't work out very well. So I think I'm gonna say 2024 will be one of the years I've had. Hopefully, it will go well. That's my hope. But another thing I would like to do in 2024 is finally do that little video I talked about, talking about that one cancel SR Roblox project that I've alluded to so much, that I really want to talk about, because I did put a lot of time into it, but I know it's never gonna get finished now, just because of the way that Roblox is, and I'm just not passionate for it anymore. But I'd love to talk about why that happened, and I'd love to show some footage of it, but that's a whole nother can of worms for that video. And I think another general pan, yes guys, another general pan will be the SR official merch pan will be released in 2024. You'll be able to go to Target and buy the SR pan. You can make eggs in it and nothing else. If you put anything else in the SR pan, your house will catch fire, and I will not be responsible, because I've told you in advance. No, okay. Another plan I definitely have for 2024 is to revive Subby-Spaced DX with, I think, maybe some, like, just, like, general, like, content of just, like, maybe some, like, long-form stuff of just, like, me animating, maybe just me time-lapses, art stuff. I don't know. I don't actually have any full plans for EX this year, but I'd love to just use it more, because I think it's a fun channel idea to have, and I'd love to just do more variety stuff, because as much as I do love animations, and I think I'm going to try to keep SR, the channel's name is not SR, it's Subby-Spaced. I'm going to try to keep Subby-Spaced mainly animation stuff, minus maybe a couple of like special videos sprinkled in there, which I already talked about, but possibly I'd like to try to do that as well. I'd like to do some more Subby-Spaced DX. So, on top of both of those things, another thing I'd like to do is try to use the SR Discord, like, more effectively, I guess you could say. Because in 2023, I did redesign the whole server to a state where I can actually use it now, because beforehand, the server was a redesign of a 2020 redesign, of a 2019 redesign, of another 2019 redesign. It was just a mess. It was a mess of webhooks, random API stuff, but fully sat down and redid it this year, which is something I'm so glad I did, because it was just a mess. But I can actually use it now, So I'd love to do some more events. I'd like to revive the server because it's pretty dead, being honest. But you know what? If anybody wants to talk about my little silly web show in a server, that's great. I'm glad that you like to do that. But on top of that, I'd like to also try to do more original SR shorts, which is something that, again, I've alluded to with the holiday short, which hopefully comes out. I really hope so. If it doesn't, then, I mean, that'd suck. But I'm hoping it comes out, and I hope you guys like it, because I'd love to do some more original content like that, because it's a lot easier to make that just out of nowhere than just making a whole episode, because that takes a while, if you couldn't tell. But that was definitely something I had fun making so far, because we kind of had to stop, but we're going to get back to it, I swear. So, when it comes to live streams, I think I'm going to try to keep doing monthly live streams. I like doing live streams, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of hard for me personally to make time for them because I have a weird sleep schedule that doesn't really align with most people's. And even then, when I'm not on that weird sleep schedule, it's usually weekdays, and I do have school, unfortunately. I do, unfortunately, have to get an education. Grr. No, I actually like school. I'm weird like that. But, you know what? I'd like to do more live streams, and maybe I'd even like to try to do, like, them more regularly. But not going to weekly live streams anytime soon, unfortunately. Wish I could. Don't have the time for it. Need time to myself. But for content, definitely I'm going to keep trying to do monthly content. I think that just works out perfectly for me and my schedule. Maybe I'd like to, again, experiment with bi-weekly stuff, but I just don't think I personally have the time for that in my schedule. But you know what? If you would like to see bi-weekly comments, if you'd like to see bi-weekly content, show me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you all thought of my stuff this year and like all my content. I'd love to hear your ideas of what you'd like to see as well, because of course I make content for you. You are the person I make content for, the viewer. I make content for myself as well because I just have fun doing it. I always have. But obviously you're the one watching it, not me. I mean, I watch my own stuff sometimes, I'll be honest, but you're the main intended audience. So, one more thing I'd love to experiment with in 2024 is just trying out some more out there stuff. Like, I'm not entirely sure yet, like, maybe some different forms of media, just some different art forms even. Because I think for 2023, it was a year a lot about just getting back on track with everything. But now that 2023 is over and I'm back on the tracks, it's about time to take like a turn on the tracks, because I'm not really gonna get off the tracks. I'm gonna stay on them. But I'd love to experiment more this year in a way that's more so like out there and not just like trying to find how I can get myself back on 2 feet compared to the hell that was 2022. 2022 is just always gonna be like an in-joke for me, like in my brain, because it was so bad. It was so bad. But definitely want to try to do some more out there content. So I almost entirely forgot to mention this, but I found the first issue of the Elemental comics. I finally found it. It was literally just in the middle of a bunch of folders I had. It's the original print version, so it's not actually the full original, which is still what I'm looking for, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna find it at this point. It's somewhere in storage. Whenever I moved, it just vanished along with issue 2. But issue 1's found. I'd love to do a dub or something and upload that at some point, because hoo boy, it's a mess, but it's a good mess. It's a good mess. And I love looking back on all the stuff I've made. I just think it's really fun. So, getting past that, I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. I probably said some other stuff in the live stream for today, possibly, but coming to the top of my head right now, unless I've totally missed something, that's probably all I wanted to say. So, in 2024, basically, be on the lookout for some more SR content, some more out there content, some new music. I'd love to also upload the SR OST, because there's a lot of songs you hear in SR2 that have not been uploaded yet, but I'm not sure still how I want to go around those, and I'm saving those videos, like the music videos for them, as like an emergency upload basically, because sometimes things come up. I know that, for me personally at least, my life's kind of chaotic, but I don't mind it. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. So let me know again if you've made it this far. Thank you, because Jesus Christmas, you are tolerant of my ramblings, or maybe you just really like whatever footage I put in the background. Maybe it's just really therapeutic for you. And you know what? If my ramblings and that is very therapeutic for you, that's great. I'm glad that you feel that way. And maybe you're watching this video in 2099 when I'm probably dead. And if so, hi. That's why are you here? Is YouTube, how is YouTube still alive? Like, please leave. Please get out of here. Go do something else better with your time. Like, there's probably like flying cars by this point. Go fly around in one of those. Actually, that's probably really boring for you. Go play with your new like AI generated like puzzle or something. I don't know. Tangent aside, if you've stuck around, thank you so much. You guys really do mean like the world to me. I know I'm a little rambly in this video. It's late at night and it's, oh god, it's almost 3:30 now. What the fuck? But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. So, thank you all for sticking around for this year. I know it was a little chaotic, but definitely better than 2022. And I hope that you also had a great year. And if you didn't, hoping 2024 is better for you. Obviously, I wouldn't wish the worst upon you if you watch me. You're probably a good person. Unless you're not, then like, I don't know. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed all my videos this year. And let me know definitely in the comments what you'd like to see more of next year, because again, I make content for you, so let me know. And I think that's all I gotta say, so hope you have a lovely day, Starlings, and I'll see you in 2024. Bye!